I'm a physical therapist assistant and registered yoga teacher. I specialize in functional yoga coaching. And today I'd like to show you a sequence that'll help your shoulders and upper back. Very often our upper back gets really tight, and in addition to working that area, we also need to open up this front area. So hopefully this practice will help you do just that. We're going to start out on our hands and knees in table position, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And as you're ready, on an inhale, tilting the tailbone up, belly comes down, heart and head come up, coming into cow pose. And then on the exhale, tilting the tailbone under, arching the back nice and slow, head comes down, coming into cat. And we'll do just a couple of these. You can do as many as you want at home, but for sake of time, we'll just do a couple just to sort of get our back a little bit loose. And then coming back to a neutral spine, back to your table, reaching the hands forward on the mat as far as is comfortable. And then we'll leave the hips raised, but we'll bring our forehead down to or towards the earth. Arms can stay lifted, or maybe you want to bring your elbows down. We're coming into a puppy pose, feeling that stretch on the back. Take a breath or two here. Then as you're ready, coming up from the puppy pose, rippling the body forward, hips come down, heart comes up, looking up, shoulder blades down the back, coming into a variation of upward facing dog. And then coming back up, let your hips lead the way as we find our puppy pose again. And we're just going to slowly come back and forth from puppy to the upward dog variation. Try to keep those shoulder blades against the back as you come into your upward facing dog variation. And the next time we find our upward dog, we're just going to come all the way down to the earth, coming to the belly. And bring your right arm out in front of you. Left hand can stay where it is, or it can come out as well. As you're ready, on the inhale, lifting the left leg, keeping the hip on the ground, then lifting the right arm up. You're reaching, but then try to bring that arm back so it's in the shoulder socket, and bring the arm and leg down. We'll do the other side. So again, that leg doesn't come up too far. The hip is still on the ground. We're reaching with the limbs, but then reach that shoulder back into the shoulder socket. And we'll alternate with this a few times. Half locust pose. Remembering to bring the shoulder back. And then coming back to center. Go ahead and bend into the right knee. Reach back and grab hold of the ankle. If this isn't accessible to you, you can wrap a strap around the ankle, or you can just leave the knee bent, reaching the arm back. We're going to see if we can reach the other ankle as well. And once you're here, we'll come into our bow pose, pressing the ankles into the hands, shoulders come back, shoulder blades together. Doesn't have to be a huge back bend. We're just trying to stretch the shoulders a little bit. And then release. Bringing the hands down to the earth. You can bring the head to rest on the hands for a breath or two. We'll go ahead and repeat this. Finding the ankles once again. Pushing ankles in, reaching those shoulders back, shoulder blades come together, gaze is down in your bow pose. Breathing here. And then gently releasing. This time we'll push back, find in child's pose. So knees can be open a little bit, wider than hip distance as the body comes down, forehead to or towards the mat. And maybe you even want to bring the arms back by the legs, letting the shoulders relax down. Shoulder blades kind of slide to the side a little bit. And then finding your way back up. Just come back to a seat. And we'll end with just a few breaths. So breathing in and out through the nose just a few times. Try to relax on each exhale. Thank you so much for joining me for this brief shoulder sequence. Wishing you a wonderful, wonderful day. Namaste.